Are you tired of your bathroom drain not draining or draining slowly? Stick around, we're going to fix it. Underneath your bathroom sink, you'll notice you got a series of pipes. You got the pipe coming down from the sink basin, and you've got what's known as a trap. Now the trap's right here, and that's what's designed to catch a lot of the hair and a lot of the other garbage that may be dropped down in the sink. What we're going to do today is take this all apart and see what we find. Stick around. So I went ahead and took apart all of that assembly, and what I found was I've got a lot of hair and other debris in there, slime and sludge. All that's got to come out. So what I recommend doing is sticking a bowl or something under there so you catch all the water. You don't want to get this stuff wet here. You want to keep everything dry. Maybe some rubber gloves would be good. But what you've got to do is go in and clean all that out. Look at the sludge here. What I'm doing is shoving paper towels through and pushing it out, and I'm catching it all in the bowl here. But you just got to keep cleaning and keep pushing it out of there, and eventually you clean it up and then put it all back together. But we'll check in on that here in just a second. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just keep pushing this paper towel through here, and it's cleaning the pipe and pushing out the garbage all at the same time for me without having to have any special tools or going out and having to buy anything. I'm just using what I have around the house here. A nice roll of paper towels sure is handy. And look at that, there it comes out. The main thing is just remember how everything goes back together, and I'll show you how that works here once we get to the end here. Once I get it all cleaned out. But you can see I'm still pushing stuff out here. You might want to find something to stick down in there to help push it out a little bit. So what you end up with is something that's nice and cleaned out inside. That's usually pretty good there. So this piece goes back in just like this. Don't take everything apart so far to where you have a problem putting it back together. It's the main thing. Leave that kind of loose. You can tighten everything up at the end. Just get things started, and then you can work on it as you go. Now this piece here, as you can see, it's all clogged up with stuff, and I'll clean that out as well. This piece goes down like that, see, and then this just goes right back up there. Don't make things harder on yourself. Keep everything kind of together if you can. That way when you go to put it back together, it's not such a nightmare for you. When enough's enough and you've had enough of it filling up and draining slowly, all you gotta do is take care of it yourself, save time and money. You don't want to hire somebody to come in and do something simple like this. This is just a little bit of time is all it is. A roll of paper towels, won't use the whole roll. See that right there? That's all hair right there. It's got to come out, and that's why the stuff isn't draining properly. Take a look in there. Nasty. Not something you want to have festering in there. And I'm just pushing paper towels down through there. Get that out of there. There we go. Get that stuff out. Clean this out a little bit too. It's not clogged up, but it looks like it's got some slime in it there. Just using paper towels. Just seems to be a good thing to use. It wipes it clean. Does a good job. Use a pin or something to kind of shove it down in there. Pull it right back out. Get it nice and clean. See some of the stuff that comes out. It's not pleasant. Okay, as you can see, that's all cleaned out now. Looking good, looking about as good as new. Alright. You can see we got a lot of paper towels, so just keep your trash bag nearby. You know, grab the old kitchen trash bag, grab this stuff and throw it away and get it picked up because it will stain anything that it touches. Now this one here's got a little bit more in there. I'm going to clean that out and we'll start reassembly. Alright, let's try to get this thing back together. Got some sludge up in here too. I've got to get out. Paper towel and wipe that out. This first piece goes on, and like I said, just get everything kind of started. That way you've got some maneuverability. You know, don't want to get yourself in a bind where you can't work. Everything kind of started there. And this is under any typical sink. You're going to have the same setup. You know, push things into place. Don't want to get anything cross-threaded. Just get everything kind of started and make sure everything's nice and in a line. You know, every one of these are loose. So as you go along, get everything set up, then you can tighten. Okay, so I'm gonna probably start with this top one here and get it just hand tight. So all I'm gonna do, you know, this is all gravity, so you're not under pressure here. Water's falling through these connections, so you don't have to have a wrench or anything. Just get them nice and hand tight. That's all you got to do here. There we go. Tighten that one up. Get it tight. Tighten this one up. Just like so. Okay. There we go. Check your work. There we go. Okay, get your bowl of water out of the way. Clean up your work area a little bit, because if you're like our family, you're going to have everything going back in here, and nobody's going to want their stuff with slime and sludge all over it, so wipe that up good and clean. Now what we'll do is we'll turn the water on and check and see how we did. And I recommend let the water run for a little while. What you're going to do here is you're checking for leaks. Once you got everything tight, you're not going to have any leaks. Okay, so what you've got here is you've got your stopper here that goes up and down. You've got to take all this off, folks. You got to pull this clip. It slides out and release it from this little travel regulator here. And what's going to happen is there's a little ball valve inside here that lowers and raises your stopper. Okay, that's where a lot of your stuff gets trapped in there. If you take all this apart and you clean this out and put it back together and it doesn't drain still, you need to clean this all out up in here, and you need an adjustable wrench to get in here. So what I've done is I've taken that all apart, and I ended up finding out that there was all kinds of stuff in there. Okay, so you can see I've got that all tore apart out of there. Here's what it looks like, folks. It's nasty. That's all going to have to be refurbished or cleaned out. Clean completely out if you want to do the job right. You know, you can see down in there, it's just nasty. That's all got to be taken care of. Here's that ball valve I'm telling you about, and I'll show you how all this goes back together. But up here, you'll notice the crime scene. You've got this stuff is just packed. Nothing was going to drain right with that going on. That's all got to be getting out of there. So I'm going to start cleaning that, and once I get that all cleaned up, we'll reassemble and we should be in business. Alright, we've got this all cleaned out now, looking good, ready to go back in. Drop that down in there. All you gotta do is just get down here and get ready to put this piece back in there. And that's got to face that way. The hole for the plunger that operates the plunger, where the ball valve goes in, position that towards the back wall away from your doors on your vanity. Okay. see that stuff pretty good there. Alright, then you take your piece and just put it on in reverse order as you took it off. Might move this up into position a little bit better. Put your nut on there a little bit. Get it kind of started. That's going to go like that. And if you keep your stopper kind of in position to where you know that rod's going to go through there, you know what I mean? So when you stick this into that deal, you know, you want to be able to get in there and have it operate and go up and down, you know, like so. So keep that like that. Hold the top, that way it doesn't move around on you. There we go. Bring that up. Get that to seat up there as good as you can. And like on anything else we've been doing, just kind of get that nut started, get it up there kind of where you want it. Don't tighten anything up until you're done. That way you don't have to fight with everything. And that's the main thing. Valve, put it back in place, and where our stopper was, we were on the third hole, so that's a good thing to kind of try to remember as well. And with this one, we've got to put that in first, so let's go ahead and take it back out of here real quick. Got ahead of myself there a little bit. Stick your ball valve in, have it ready anyway. Get everything kind of set up. Finally got that thing kind of situated in there. And I've got to put my little retainer clip on so it goes on one side. Slides on one side here. And goes on the other side. So now we got that figured out. Now we got to tighten this back up. So you get under here and tighten your nut down. I like to do that by hand just to get started here. And get your adjustable wrench. And you gotta have a pretty good size one. This one I got's too small, so I gotta get my other one I got. This one opens up a little farther than that other one. And turn it to the right till you get it nice and snug. Don't want any leaks. Stopper operates, and it does. Okay, we're pretty much done now. All we gotta do is reassemble everything else. Like I said, just keep them kind of loose until you can get everything dialed in the way you want it here. Go. Alright. So if we turn things on, we should have a nice smooth running sink now. It's not filling up. Let's check for leaks. Any leaks going on here? This has got to be tightened up. This little ball here, don't forget to tighten that up. Just leave your bowl under there, you can see whether it's going to leak or not. Fill up your stopper. Let your sink go all the way up if you want. Don't see any leaking now. Let your sink fill up, pretty good ways. You don't have to go crazy. That's probably good there. We'll shut it off. You'll see air bubbles or something. If you got any kind of leak in here, you'll see it leaking out. And what you want to do is go ahead and just push your stopper down. And as you can see, things are going down nice. Job well done.